NFC playoff picture is going to be wild. Dave Helman, you have been embraced in this NFC playoff picture for years now. Which NFC quarterback do you trust the most in the playoffs?
I'll keep this short and sweet. I do a double take when I get these questions sometimes because I'm like, you're not asking me about the team. You're asking me about the quarterback. If Tom Brady punches his ticket to the playoffs, which I think he will, how could it be anybody but him? Now, like I said, short and sweet. I got some stats for you. Tom Brady has won more playoff games as a Buck, as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, than the rest of the field combined. Combined. With a strong D at the end. Tom Brady has more fourth quarter comebacks in the playoffs. 9. He's got, all right, he doesn't have more. He's got as many. He's got 9 fourth quarter comebacks in the playoffs. The rest of the field has 9 appearances in the playoffs. Ooh. Dak's been in 4 games. Kirk's been in 3. Hurts has been in 1. Heineke's been in 1. The rest, zip.
That's right. Okay,
Tom Brady's got a 4-1 record as an underdog in the playoffs. That's better than anybody else in the field. Like, there's nothing. You got nothing.
It's a layup.
This is a layup.
Right,
it's Tom Brady.
Shady, make the layup, big dog.
Let's take care of that side of the table first.
Shady's he's working on something over there.
I mean, we're not asking about the team.
Exactly.
Obviously, if the team was the question, words matter. If the team was the
words
question,
matter.
then I would not have this answer. But that's not the question. You're asking me what individual man who plays the quarterback position do I trust most in the postseason. There is no other answer other than Tom Brady. You just read all the stats, so I'm not going to bore you with more of them.
He's won more playoff games as a Buccaneer. Ooh. Forget everything that happened in New England.
I mean, it's a short. Can we talk about after Tom Brady? Can we take Tom Brady out?
Keep him in.
Keep him
in.
He technically isn't in yet.
It's more interesting if we don't consider him.
Nah, because I don't trust him.
Keep him in there. Let me go before you.
Go ahead.
I don't trust him. Wait. I want my dog to be done. You done?
Hold on, but you said you want to do this whole side of the table. Oh, you meant this side of the table.
Yeah, because you know he's gonna take the whole thing. He's gonna do his little thing.
Okay.
So let me get my little situation going on. They said Tom Brady. I love Tom. How can you not?
You got your ring. You gotta love him.
Come on, I love Tommy. Tommy, like he's the greatest of all time. But you talked about stats, not this year, years before, right? So I'm gonna go with Hurts. This is why. We can't just like erase everything he did this year. You can't just like play good the whole year. Oh, now it's the playoffs. Now I'm just weak. I'm a bum. It don't work like that. Tom Brady has 13 turnovers. Ooh. Did you know that? That's not good. 13. He almost has double the amount of my guy, Hurts. So things won't just change, right? Now, granted, Tom Brady is one of the greatest of all time. And then real quick, they're not even in the playoffs yet. You notice his first thing he said was if they get in. So we need him to get in because it's not just like Red Stone that he's going to get in there. My boys are in there. My boy's playing for
might be in the bye.
The number 1 seed.
He is.
Huh? And my boy was practicing. Oh, did you see him? The right arm looked good to me.
Good.
So I'm going to say this. I'm going to go on with Jalen Hurts just because he doesn't turn the ball over. He's been balling all year. He's an MVP conversation. He's not living off this, what I used to do. I used to do this, I used to do that. Russell used to be good, right?
I interject.
So this year, Dave Helman, Joy Taylor, I'm going with Jalen Hurts.
What up, Dave?
Ask Lamar Jackson if season-long success takes over in the playoffs. Like, does it just carry over all the time, no questions asked?
I don't know. We'll see with these turnovers. I've never seen him turn the ball over this much.
I'm just saying. He's got a shoulder sprain.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out.
Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts. I got an answer for you, Shady.
Can I come with you?
I got you. Please do.
Come with you.
Please do, my dog.
Because they living in the past.
We don't ever
It's a new day.
Okay, look. Now, my answer, I have to build up a little bit real quick.
Okay,
now, let's just show you the statistics around the quarterback in the NFC that I want. I'm just going to show you some of the statistics first and foremost. Now, my guy, 24 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions, a 7.9 yards per game.
I know who this is.
Completion percentage. Who might it be?
That's Jalen Hurts.
Not necessarily, because look who might compare my guy to how he stacks up against some of these quarterbacks, big dog. Jalen Hurts, he has more passing touchdowns than him.
Okay.
He's got less interceptions than Dak. More yards per attempt than Kirk. Greater completion percentage than Tom. Higher passing
He better be over 21 years old, though.
Look. Depends how you look at it.
He better be over 21 years old.
Y'all know what they say.
Don't do this.
Jimmy G and Brock Purdy are both alive for the playoffs. I'm going with Jimmy Purdy is a quarterback I trust the most in the playoffs. If you aggregate their numbers, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, higher completion percentage, pass rating, whoever the Niners put out there at quarterback, that's who I trust the most. I don't care who it is. Jimmy Garoppolo, he had like 17 touchdowns, 5 picks. Brock Purdy has 8 touchdowns, 3 picks. Whoever the Niners put out there at quarterback, I trust them the most. Easily.
No, this is crazy.
How?
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous.
How?
I'm not even going to
Jimmy
talk.
Garoppolo's already been to a Super Bowl.
And
He
barely did anything. Like,
I'm saying.
I was at that game. He barely did anything.
He was beating you by 10 points going into the fourth quarter.
It's actually,
and then what
I
happened?
actually thought you were going to go with Carson Wentz, so this is a bit of a relief for them.
Because I seriously, I'm like, whoever the Niners quarterbacks, they have a 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio. The Niners quarterbacks protect the ball.
Though it's one.
Whichever one.
And I'll be very clear, because apparently anything that you say that is critical on this show is hate. So I'm not shading Brock Purdy. He is playing great.
He young though.
Playing good.
He young boy.
He a baby
Yeah,
though.
that's one. Yeah, baby.
Baby. Like,
He young
Tiny.
boy. But think about it though. First matchup, they got to play the Giants. You got to play the Commanders. You know Brock Purdy.
I feel bad for whoever has to play.
Bingo. You know he gonna ball. Second matchup, you play the Vikings. You know he gonna ball. He's not gonna play bad at least. And then you got to play probably the Eagles or the Cowboys.
He a rookie. Like there's going to be one game, right? And it might be before the playoffs. But the rookie quarterback is going to be a rookie quarterback. It's going to come, right? And that's going to come. And then another thing's going to come is that defense is not always going to play so great. Them days are coming. And then real quick with the Tom Brady thing, I forgot this. I'll just keep going back to it. Like, there's always been like the top of the guy on the mountain. But eventually,
Sure.
it's them young guys. They keep climbing.
We saw last year.
They keep climbing.
Last year in the playoffs, Tom Brady was not elite.
But they keep climbing. It's like, all right, now somebody has to take over that throne. And I think this might be the time where Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, we won't see them type of guys in the playoffs.
Yeah,
like that.
I agree with you. We don't know if he's going to make the playoffs, obviously, yet. They still have to.
Yeah, right.
They still
Question
have to
mark.
clinch.
Big question mark.
But if Brady's not in there, the answer to this question for me is Jalen. I would agree with you there.
Oh, she's coming.
Is it?
Now, if it's not Brady.
Come on,
Is
Brady.
it, Dave?
Bring your chair over here, Joy. Come on now.
Obviously,
Is
we're
it,
saying this
Dave?
because the numbers are overwhelming. The experience that Brady has is overwhelming, and we're not talking about the teams. So if we took Brady out of this, who
is it, Dave?
Say it.
That guy wearing 4 over there on the right side of the screen.
Who, Brett Favre?
On the
Brett
big
Favre?
board.
You
right
talking
there.
about? You know this one right here?
That guy.
This one right here?
That guy. If Tom Brady, if I can't ride with Tom Brady, I'm riding with that guy.
Are you serious?
You ride with him over this guy.
He's got a bum shoulder.
Over this guy.
He's got a bum shoulder.
This is crazy. This is
He's
this table.
0-1 for his career.
So Dak Prescott
0-1 for his
over
career.
Jalen Hurts.
They're
in
going to shut the
playoffs.
show down. We got to stop playing around.
Yeah.
Why?
Again, like the key word for words matter. That's the theme.
day
That's
they
the
do.
theme
All
for
day they
this
do.
segment. Trust. I've seen more of it. Like Jalen Hurts, and that's why it's so hard if you're talking about ranking quarterbacks, however you want to phrase it. It's hard to judge one season, right? Like Jalen Hurts has been phenomenal. I would vote for him for MVP at least up until he got hurt. We'll see what happens. I'm not shading the guy because I'm saying this. It's still not a huge sample size. It's just not. Like he wasn't this guy last year, was he not? He certainly wasn't this guy in 2020. So you're talking, and what? Now he's missed a game. So what? He's played 14 games at a high level. I've watched Dak Prescott play at a high level for 6 seasons. Really, and in the playoffs, by the way, everybody yes, they lost in embarrassing fashion to the Niners. He's won a playoff game. He's played phenomenal in the playoffs on multiple occasions in his career. Played great against the Packers in a classic loss. They lost the game, it's fine. He still played fantastic. He wasn't the reason why they lost. I've seen Dak do it. Okay. I've seen Dak do it more than any other quarterback that will be in the NFC playoffs.
Yeah. How do you feel about the fact that Jalen Hurts has already touched higher highs than Dak Prescott? In the sense that Dak Prescott has never had a season in his however many years careers that amounted to something, right? He's never had a season that's amounted to something as great as a season as Jalen Hurts is having this year.
I don't say it to be funny, but the playoffs are a different animal. And it is entirely possible that Jalen Hurts could grab the bull by the horns and do it, and I will be very impressed. I haven't seen him do it. And again, I brought up Lamar Jackson as a joke, but it's true.
It's true. Serious
He was
matter.
a unanimous
Josh
MVP.
Allen, until last year.
The playoffs are tough, and crazy things happen when it's a one-game sample size. Like Lamar Jackson went 0-1 in the playoffs after an MVP campaign. So you can touch all the dizzying highs that you want in the regular season, and it's not guaranteed to translate. The Eagles have a fantastic team. There's more to it than Jalen Hurts, which will make life easier on him. Seeing is believing for me. And again, I don't say Dak has accomplished all of this crazy stuff in the playoffs that nobody else has, but that's a testament to what the NFC looks like right now. Brady and Rodgers are the only ones who have, and right now we don't know if either one of them is going to be there.
How you feel about that when you hear that?
I mean, he has a point, right? Because he said he's seen Dak do this and do that, and I believe that because you don't see players just play one way for 17, 16, for how many weeks they play. And then in the playoffs, it's be way different. right? Like you are.
Not often.
You see what I'm saying? So you don't really see that. Like even like the play calls. Like you make these play calls all year, and then the playoffs is way different. Like they're going to be who they are. Coaches, players. So you might do more in the playoffs. You might do less in the playoffs, but you are who you are. It's hard for me to see Jalen Hurts do all this good, right? Because he had bad games this year.
2 of them.
Right? But you do all this good, and then the playoffs, you're just going to be a bum. I can't believe that.
I'm being sincere. I hope you're right because
well, we'll see.
People get judged so harshly on what happens in the playoffs. So it would be unfair for Jalen Hurts if, he gets had dragged in the offseason because of what happens in the playoffs.
I'm not even being funny. How many playoff wins that got? 2?
1 and 3.
One.
Got 1? So, to be honest, he has more experience than Jalen Hurts, but, it's like, has he done way more than Jalen Hurts in the playoffs?
No, he's been to the divisional round twice, and he's been to the playoffs 4 times.
I'm just saying, like,
it's
a big margin, like a Brady.
It's not at all.
So it's like, he just went there more, but it ain't like he was balling, right?
He's played well in the playoffs at times during his
career. Was he
balling? He balled at least on he balled against Seattle in 18, and he balled against Green Bay. Rodgers was just better.
Let's ask some questions.
That's 2 more times that he's balled in the playoffs than Jalen Hurts.
We'll see. But you told me all set that you would take Jalen Hurts over that Prescott this year. You told me that.
You can't say
had the better season
on camera, bruh.
Who's
that's
had
like a Cardinal? That's a foul.
That's
you're not allowed to do that.
Ever?
Like he's clearly had a better season. Who's arguing?
He's not allowed to do that.
No, but you say all the time like
we have to approve these.
But you say Shady off camera. You said this and that, and
but I don't indict you.
No, you said it earlier in the
Shady.
My bad.
Bad teammate.
Sorry.
Bad teammate.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.